Alright everybody, welcome back to the Break Zone. My name is JT, again coming at you live from San Jose, California, here at Just Flip TCG, covering the Meta Potion Circuit, event number 4. We're giving you play-by-play of all of our featured matches, and we'd like to thank you guys for joining us today, checking out our stream. Again, my name is JT from the Break Zone. If you like what we're doing, go ahead and hit subscribe right down there, and thumbs up or thumbs down if you like what we do. If you have any comments, please let us know. As we continue our coverage, we've noticed a lot of, again, a lot of lightning play. The last match was actually slightly different. We saw wind water versus water earth. So you notice a lot of different ways that players are playing with their elements. So it's really interesting to see how players are going to come out with this event. So on that note, we're going to go ahead and jump into our Swiss round 5 between Chris and Anson. So we hope you enjoy the matchup, and we'll see you there. Alright everybody, we're here. Again, my name is JT, covering this event here, the Meta Potion Circuit, event number 4 here in San Jose, California at Just Flip TCG. We have Chris Clay versus Anson. And it looks like Anson was first to act. We got Chris playing a Balthier here. Let's see what else. Looks like we have wind, water, wind, and Anson looks like he's running. Let's see. Looks like he's running lightning. So Anson's gonna go ahead and start his turn. He's gonna draw 2 cards. He's already played a Lulu and another backup ready to go. So let's see what he does here. Looks like Chris is already with an Archer and a Barrel Eye. He's going to go ahead and pitch the Alcid to play into a Gramis. He's going to search. He's going to search for forward with that Gramis. Let's see what he's going to draw. Okay. He's going to go ahead and pick an Alcid with the Gramis. That's a good play here. He's able to pitch the Alcid into the Gramis to grab another Alcid. Really helping him with the whole entire card draw and card management here. He cuts his deck. Let's see if he continues to play that. Alright, Chris is going to activate. He's going to draw the cards. He's got a Bell Eye and an Archer out in play. We notice that Anson is showing an Amon. It looks like he's playing Mono Lightning. An interesting deck. He has a Minerva. I wonder if that's gonna come out and show us what that card can do. Really interested to see. Alright, looks like Chris is on the board here. The first point of damage on Anson. He's gonna go ahead and pitch and dole his Archer. He's gonna go ahead and play and you. Chris is piloting a Wind Lightning deck here. And he's going to go ahead and pass the turn. Anson's up to act. Let's go and take a look at the Annual card. It's a very interesting card to see. We don't see a lot of it in play. Alright, we have Anson pitching 2 cards. He's going to go ahead and play Sage. He's going to go ahead and grab back the Alcid. Basically playing the Sage for just 1 pitch. He's going to play the Alcid. He's going to... There we go. He needs to pitch 1 more card. He's going to pitch 1 more card. There we go. To play the Alcid. He's going to go ahead and choose... and plays the Rigdia. He's going to go ahead and looks like he's going to go ahead and choose the... I would choose the Balthier. But we'll see. Is he going... Are they discussing? I believe they're discussing who he's going to choose. He must choose that annual because it's activated. There you go. And again, we see Mono Lightning here coming out with the Alcid into the Rigdia. You're able to bring out 2 forwards and get rid of another one. That's just such a good swing. It's so effective. It's so quick. See if Chris is going to have an ability. It doesn't look like he's too worried about this because he's going to pitch the 7-drop Odin. He's going to go ahead and play the Amon. He's going to dole the Alcid. And he's going to swing with the Balthier. Anson's going to go ahead and take that point of damage. Chris continues to whittle away at Anson's life points. He's now at 2 points of damage. And I believe that might be it for his turn. Anson's going to go ahead and draw. Looks like he drew into an Onion Knight. Oh no, a Lightning. I'm sorry. So, Anson's going to go ahead and let's see what he's going to do. He's going to go ahead and dole. He's going to dole all 4. He's going to dole all 4 of his backups. And he's going to go ahead and play into a Nadia. Wow. All those mini backups, he's going to go ahead and immediately break all those mini lightning backups. He's going to immediately break the Amon, and he's going to swing. He's going to get on the board with the Alcid and with the Rigdia. So now we have Chris taking 2 points of damage, and the match is now tied. Both of these players are coming in, I believe, undefeated at 4-0. No, I'm sorry, excuse me. Both of them, I believe, are 3-1. For all those having questions on the stream, asking what Anson is doing with his cards, Anson is actually visually impaired and has another player besides him, letting him know what cards are being played and what cards he's drawing. So to answer some of those questions, he is not passing his cards off to someone else illegally. Anson's going to go ahead and take that point of damage from the Balthier. And he's going to flip over an EX Burst. He's going to choose the Balthier here. Putting Anson at 3 points of damage, but he's able to get an EX Burst Odin off of that. It's really going to help him here. Tie up the field. Chris is looking at both players having Alcids. Both players having an Alcid, and on Anson's side he has the Rigdia. On Chris's side he has the Onion Knight. It's a pretty close match right now. Chris is at 2, Anson's at 3. So it looks like Anson's got a play here. He's got 4 cards in his hands. He's going to enter his attack phase with the Alcid. Chris is going to take that, bring him at 3 points of damage. And he's going to enter the attack phase with the Rigdia. Is Chris going to block the Rigdia? He is going to block with the Alcid. Looks like Anson's got a play here. A bit of a combat trick. Let's see if he's able to keep his Rigdia. Nope, they're going to trade out. Chris is able to take 1 point of damage there. Anson's going to go ahead and dole 3 of his backups. He's going to search his break zone to see if there's anything that he can grab back. What is he going to play into here? He's going to pitch the Sage. He's going to play the Lightning. Look like he's going to try to grab an Odin. The 7-drop Odin. He's going to place it back on top of his deck. This is going to effectively stop Chris from attacking unless Chris wants to lose his forward. He knows there's an EX Burst there at the top. You see this Lightning play. It's very interesting. Loading your EX Burst really enjoys seeing the new lightning here in Opus 3. Chris is going to go ahead and pass his turn. He doesn't want to attack into that and lose his Onion Knight. If that were to happen, it'd be a horrible exchange. He'd get 1 point of damage. He's going to be taking 2 on the backswing, so he needs to be a little bit more pragmatic here with his entire life total. Looks like Anson's going to swing with the Alcid. Chris is going to take that, picking another point of damage, and Anson's going to... Oh, he's going to... Putting Chris at 5 points of damage right now. Chris is looking at lethal if he doesn't do anything. If Anson plays into another forward, he's going to be in a world of trouble here. Looks like Anson's going to play here. He's going to play right into the Amon. Wow, I would have played Amon before the attacks, but I guess he wanted to see what was going to happen. Chris is going to draw. I don't know if Chris has much of anything he can do here. He needs to flood the board, but I don't know if he has the cards to do so. It looks like he's going to go ahead and duel his Archer. He's going to discard his Rigdia and his Fasoya to play into Enyo, which is a forward that doesn't let cards hit break zone. So it stops cards like Golbez or Renoa or anything that says, when placed into the break zone, which is good. And he can systematically remove cards from the break zone. He's going to attack with the Alcid. Oh, he's going to duel the Alcid. Duel the Annual with the Amon. Gonna play a Kane. He hasn't entered his combat phase yet, so Kane has haste. He's going to attack. It looks like this might be fatal. Chris is going to have to block. He's gonna block the Kane with the Onion Knight. Looks like Anson's got to play to save his Kane. Yes, he does. And I believe that might be match. Chris is going to take that point of damage, puts him at 6, and I believe that puts him at... No, it doesn't. He's going to go ahead and do a Chaos Walker wheel, saving him that last point of damage right there. If Anson has a forward, he can play the forward onto the field, but it doesn't look like he does, giving Chris one more turn to see if he can steal this from the clutches of defeat. Wow, he draws into an Exodus, but those are all varying numbers. Wait, there's 4, 4, and I believe a 3, so he can get rid of the 4s with the Exodus, but he can only play one of those cards in hand. He doesn't have any lightning backups, so I believe he's going to wait until the attack phase and see what he can do. Anson draws his 2 cards, draws into a Black Mage. It's going to be kind of hard to see. I think Chris is looking at Fatal here. Any which way you cut it, unless he's able to bounce some of these cards back. And I'm looking at his deck list. I don't think he has anything in here that's going to help. He does have some things in here that might help. The Exodius, he's got 1 in his deck. It's in his hands, but he can only get rid of the Alcid, and Anson's going to choose his Ennuo to break that. Wow, dropping down that Rigdia is just filling the board with more difficult. So yeah, he's fighting the board now. Chris has only got 1 forward out, and he's going to swing. He's going to swing with, I would use my Amon to duel his Ennuo and attack in. But he's just going to straight up attack through. Chris is at 6 points of damage. What is he going to do here? He can block. Is Anson going to play a combat trick here? I believe he might be, all of his backups are dulled. So again, I don't know why he didn't choose his Amon to dull into that. Right. And then here he goes. He's gonna play the Exodius. Of course, he's probably gonna choose 4, or I'm not quite. Yeah. Right, there he goes. He chooses the number 4. Those guys can attack. They just got in, so it gives Chris one more turn to see if he can do something. Right now would be a great time to have a red mage in lightning to give somebody haste. One of my favorite cards, and this is the reason for that. So you can get that last point of damage when you notice that you have fatal on the board. Does Chris have an answer? I don't know if he does. He's going to go ahead and play into the Alcid. That's not going to get him any value. It's just a blocker at this point. If Anson has an ability to dull it or just get rid of it, he just attacks straight through it. He needs to get that last point of damage. Chris is hanging in there. But he is not winning on that backup game. I mean, Anson's got 4. Everything he does is so much more efficient. He's going to have dull 3. He's going to pitch. Wow, it's a lot of pitching. Oh, and he's going to play the Odin onto the Alcid. He's going to swing in, and I believe that is match. Anson taking it down there. Again, we see, you know, mono lightning coming in. Again, just so effective with the Alcids, and with, you know, the Rigdias and everything else, and like we've seen all day today as we go through, you know, all of our matches, and as we've seen all day today, lightning continues to be prevalent. You're not going to find a lot of value with sometimes some of the plays that with Alcid, but when you do, you have the opportunity to play cards like Alcid, into the Onionites, into the Rigdas. You're going to be able to set up a lot of different win conditions on your end, because of the fact that you're doing 2-player swings. You're doing player swings for, you know, one of their guys gone, 2-player coming in on your end. You're able to do that, you know, all part of the card and the combo. So efficient with the Alcid. You're getting another forward for free and taking out one there. So we see this all the time with lightning. You know, it's just one of those plays, one of those elements that just really kind of gets the tempo of the game. And we know both Anson and Chris played phenomenally well. I enjoyed the plays, but Chris was just on his back heel the whole time, because Anson was able to continue with the pressure. He was able to keep pushing with, you know, those Alcids right into Amons, and the lightning up with the Odin on top was a great play there. So we hope you guys enjoyed that. Found that to be a very, very entertaining match. Again, we're showcasing a lot of lightning in today's events. So hopefully we'll see something that can combat lightning as we move into our top 8. We have our top 8 coming up. So stay tuned with here. Again, my name is JT here at the Break Zone. Stay tuned for us to cover the top 8. We'll be back in just a little bit of time, so stick around.